Hey people, another awkward video, but I'm trusting the divine here, and I want to thank everyone for the support from the other video that I did. It fucking blew my mind, like, anyway, I don't know how to start these, so I'm just gonna start, and excuse me for bouncing back and forth over memories. It's just there's a lot in there, but one thing I found really hard to accept was that pretty much fucking everyone that I came into contact with had a hidden agenda. This is including my bloodline, my portal, and my sib-things. I call them that because I do. And they were the worst by far. And the kind of shit they did to me was next level. Like the amount of deceit that they went to cover up what they were actually doing, that was heartbreaking when I found out the levels that they went to. There was an incident where my portal and my younger sib-thing used my identity. My younger sib-thing always used my identity. She's fraudulently used my identity for many fucking years. We look nothing alike. I've taken a cop to court because he didn't do his fucking job properly. And because at one stage she got my license, it was over a Christmas, she got my license fucking taken off me, pretending to be me. And I proved that wrong, and then, took that cop to court. Motherfucker didn't even turn up. Anyway, got off that. They reinstated my license. And then there was another incident where I was trying to get a car after my twins were born. This was, down the line, they were nearly one. And my finance thing came back weird, and it reckoned I owed thousands of dollars. And then did some digging, and my sib-thing and my portal used my identity to rack up thousands of dollars on an online power company thing. And the only way I could prove that wasn't me was because I was dying in fucking hospital. I was in ICU when they did this. And it was not long after my twins were born. They were prem, and I had a seizure, a pretty big seizure afterwards. And that's the kind of shit that they would do. My older sib-thing has chopped the tips of my fingers off with when I was younger in a bike chain. My younger one would literally stab me in the back with a fork. From the stories I've been told, I wasn't allowed to be left alone near my older one because she was unpredictable, dangerous, and probably kill me. My younger one was the same. My leg was snapped when I was still an infant. I wasn't even 1 year old yet. And there's stories from back then where I was pushed out of a fucking 2-story window. Now, I don't know how true that story is, but I've been told by a few members of the bloodline that took place. It's pretty fucking rough. And then the people that would come into my life afterwards would just use and fucking abuse. Like, they'd literally steal off me. My youngest sib-thing did the same. She stole off me. There was an incident where my oldest daughter, she was the only one at the time, and I had helped out the sib-thing, the younger one, because she had just come out of rehab and she had nowhere to go. So I was like, she seemed to have her fucking life on track. And then we got back to the house, and then my daughter got violently ill, so my partner and I at the time rushed her to the doctors. And then the doctors are like, no, we need to rush her to the hospital, which was, an hour's drive to the town over. And so we're like, okay, fuck, we'll go grab some stuff. Excuse me. And got back to the house, and the bitch had ripped us off. Fuck, sold thousands, because, back then we were rolling. We had savings hidden in the house for our substances, smoked pot hard out, and alcohol. We had a fund for that. There was about $3,000 in that fund. There was about, $2,000 in our emergency fund, which was, if the fridge broke, we could afford a fridge and all that kind of shit. And the bitch took the whole fucking lot. And he was diabetic, and she stole all his insulin and his needles because he'd inject into his stomach. And yeah, I'd hate to think what she did with that stuff. Anyway, my older sib-thing, I didn't really like. I knew she dabbled in the dark. Back in the teen years, she would like dabble in witchcraft and shit. Well, the dark side of things. And I didn't realize how deep she was in it. And yeah, she's fucking really deep in that shit. And when I was thinking up the house to get ready to live in my tent, I reached out to her because there were incidents where, in my younger years, she kind of took the brunt of it, and so I wanted to thank her for that. And yeah, I ended up selling a lot of the house to her for her daughter, and then she was like, "Oh, put the rest of the money in the following week," and never put it in. And the stuff that I gave her for her daughter, which was really heartbreaking because her daughter knew, my niece, she knew, and I was sending photos and I wrapped it all up nicely. It was pretty much a whole fucking bedroom set. And, beautiful blankets and all that kind of stuff. And her daughter was extremely excited, and then she fucking sold it all. Yeah, probably think that's stupid, but, the emotional, I know what it's like being told all this stuff and getting excited and getting your hopes up and then having it all ripped away, right as it's almost in your hands. It's fucking brutal. But yeah, concerning my substance abuse days, man, I'll drink a lot. For the size of me, it was unreal how much I could actually drink, and I would drink anyone under the table. My tolerancy level was ridiculously high, even with the medical professionals and all that kind of shit. They were shocked at how much anesthetic they have to use. And my last operation, they had to keep me awake, and yeah, and I could still feel shit, and they're like, "What? How?" And I'm explaining to them exactly what I'm fucking feeling, and that's why it's on my file. I've got a ridiculously high drug tolerance. And so yeah, like when I would use stuff, I'd be using a lot because my body is just fucking weird. And before my last relapse, I was clean for about 13 years. When my daughter came along, I'd made the decision that's not the lifestyle I wanted for her. And tried really fucking hard. We even moved away out of that town and, isolated myself from any possible way of relapsing and all that kind of shit. And I did. I fucking did. But then the people that would come into my life after that, yeah, witches and fucking warlocks. And I didn't know anything about that stuff back then. Me being naive and just wanting to help people, and, basically I didn't have a fucking backbone and I wouldn't stand up for myself. So they took advantage of that wholeheartedly. But I know now that they wish they didn't. But hey, that's a them problem, not a me problem. I warned them, about karma and all that kind of shit. Because I've always been kind. I've always been pure. My intentions have always been to help and just be a good fucking person, because yeah, what comes around goes around. And seeing like all that yuck growing up, I never wanted to be like them. Like the emotions that I felt, I couldn't do anything to someone else to make them feel those emotions, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. This world's fucking messed up. But yeah, that's a little bit more about me, and I'll post another one eventually when I'm guided to do so. But yeah, I hope this helps some people, like it helped, like that other video helped quite a few people. And yeah, I'm just super grateful for your guys' support. Of like these emotions are foreign to me, and it's yeah, I don't think I could ever get used to these emotions. Like it blows me away, and I'm grateful as fuck. So thank you so fucking much, and sorry for my shaky phone. I just saw my face like go anyway. Have a wonderful fucking day and keep on keeping on.